This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bobcats will kick it away first. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll try the right side. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan.
Off he goes at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ohio's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long. And
he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll go back to the ground. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Jean-Pierre. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First down here for the offense. The option look. Now the toss. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Right back to the well.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, great tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, I think back to Michigan quarterbacks. I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
still on his feet. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Jean-Pierre. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against...
Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What can't you say about how dominant this guy has been each and every week? He's making a case for the Heisman Trophy. He's making a case for every major college football award. He's making a case to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's now his 20th sack of the season.
Snagged on the outside, it's Cantrell. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block, it's Jean-Pierre. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing...
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Makes his connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Jean-Pierre. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working the middle, it's complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback is snowed under. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O.
Michigan.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They're facing a 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Power football with the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just plowing down the field. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines are on the move. Looking down the middle. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making it.
Just steamrolling the defense. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Whitehead. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
From the gun, the ground game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the...
Makes the grab along. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On second down, they'll take to the air. Setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. Oh, big juke to get past. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One final play before the end of the quarter. Give to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It's first down from the 11. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. To come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. He's looking for an open man on second down. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Pulls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it happens.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
4-2 spider. Wants to throw on second down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Trying to impose their will with the run. Just plowing ahead. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, better look out. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time, and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points, because this offense, it was a disappointing day.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.